magkanig illness ba resulting from the consumption of the food that we serve. Diba? Of course, actually, we have this law, Food Safety Act of 2013, RA 10611. It's implementing rules, Food Safety Act of the Philippines, Food Safety Act of 2013 na lang in short. So it means that any establishment that serves food to the guest should practice food safety. So that's the requirement. Sige, then I would like to ask DI, what do you think, how do you define or how do you understand food safety? What is food safety? How do you understand it? Give me an idea lang. Sige, si Sir, naka-black. Sige, Sir, ka. Ay, sorry. Ay, baka story lang ka, Sir? Sorry. Wait up. Sige, Sir, sorry. Sorry. Sige, hindi, Sir, ikaw. Ikaw, naka-black. Wala ka idea on safety? Sige, tabangin na lang ko kisa to hindi mo, klaro sa name mo. Set up a name mo, Sir?
Hindi mo.
Ikaw.
Yung aircon, bata.
Sige, how do you define, sa pagkakaintindi mo, how do you define food safety or how do you understand food safety in your own definition? Ha? Food. Sa culinary. Actually, there are OJTs before, so number yan.
Baka magsagot kayo, tulungan niyo.
Sige na, own opinion nyo na ba? How do you understand? So gusto ko lang malaman kung how do you understand. What is food safety?
Food safety, ma'am.
Sige, ikaw, Sir.
Let me share. Food safety, for me, it's more of like proper handling of food, preparation, presentation, from the time, from raw materials down to finished product ba, and on how we present it to the guests.
Okay, so very good. But simply, it's just serving food without causing illness. So that's the shortest definition. So, pag kinain ng guest yung food na sinupply ng J-Park, hindi sila magkakasakit. Okay, yun lang, definition. Very short, food safety. So, actually, J-Park, still not HACCP. Are you familiar with HACCP? HACCP, no? Still not, but still on the process of preparation, the documentation. But we are QMS or ICE 2008, 2015 certified. Ay, not yet sa 2008 pa dahil because for 2015 pa siya nag-change, revision ba. So, we are Quality Management System certified, and then part of it is including food safety requirement. Okay, but the process maybe in the future, so all of us will help together help with kids because it's not just the culinary department, including ang purchasing, ang engineering, no, ma-affect man dito sa food. It will affect, di ba, sa loob ng kitchen kasi may mga equipments, di ba, so purchasing from raw materials, and then top management sa mga budget.
Sa amin pag may complaint.
And then, of course, my complaint, di ba? We don't want complaint. We don't want mga customers is kanang maka-experience sila of foodborne illness. So what do you think will happen? Pwedeng mapa-close ng DOH ng J-Park. So all of us, even if you're not assigned sa kitchen, no, are responsible gihapon if na ay any instance nga makakuan mo regarding sa food sa guest mo. What ba? Maybe sa tawag ni cross-train. Yes. So one is hazard. So in food safety, we have 3 types of food safety hazard. These are the physical, biological, chemical. Allergen is under the chemical. So prerequisite programs are promoted procedures and policies to control these food safety hazards. So let us discuss one by one. Before that one by one we'll discuss what are those 3 types of food safety hazard. So for now, without food safety program, So these are just some of the examples that will happen no, if sa J-Park if we don't have food safety management system. So spoilage, high ang atong spoilage and stage sa atong food production, of course, because what you try to think, no, if for example, our food handlers do not know how to prepare properly sa food, of course, the spoilage and wastage is high. Then loss of customers and low sales, of course. And then loss of reputation in case we have ganang mga foodborne illness ng mga incident, no? What if na simba ko lang, we have food poisoning incident, di ba? Of course, reputation sa J-Park ang nakataya diha. And then lawsuits, pwedeng makiha si J-Park sa katong victim, and then kabayad pa, maklose pag yun. So, kitang tanan walay trabaho. And then lowered employee confidence and absenteeism. So, if ganun, for us employees, no, if we know we're not confident sa atong workplace, would you think you would let your family and friends dine sa atong restaurants? Diba? Delay? Of course, no? So these are just some of the examples if we don't practice food safety in our kitchens. And including sa bar, this includes service. So populations at high risk. So this group of people here, these are called the high-risk population. Or it means whenever there is food that is not prepared properly, they are the one na magkakawan na silang magkasakit. It's because why? What's the common? Elderly people, children, people with compromised immune systems and pregnant women. Why do you think this for the high-risk population? Yes, very good, sir. Not because lower ang ilang immune system. Imagine, sa hospitals, actually, hospitals, sila ang pinaka-strict food safety. Kay, imagine mga tao dito, people there is masakiton. Imagine, one mistake lang, pwede siyang mamatay ang pasyente. All of their food is di-compute, ganina siya sa mga dietitian, kailan ka calories ang intake, mga na siya ilang gamit. Like sa food safety. So imagine, very critical. That's why na sila dili sa high risk. Okay, question? So let's start. Definition. This is the first type of food safety hazard. This is physical. So first is any foreign object that gets into the food. Special example, broken glass, nails, insect, dirt, bones, bits of packaging, plastic. That's why inside food preparation areas, no, we have magsuot dito ang protective clothing, di ba? Makabantay ka, naka-cap, naka-hairnet, naka-mask, naka-gloves. That's because to protect food from any na siyang physical contaminant. So including girls should not wear makeup, no nail polish, what else? No strong perfumes because dumidikit yan sa pagkain, pag-serve. What else? Anything that should not be part of the food is considered physical hazard. Okay? So the second type is a biological hazard. So this one is caused by bacteria. So this one is, we cannot see man, diba? We don't have microscopes sa kitchen. Later, we will discuss what are the conditions for microbial growth. Meaning, paano sila mabubuhay ba? Kasi malalaman natin when to control. Hirap mag-Tagalog. Walang na ano
Mix. Pwede mix.
Sige, sir. Baka hindi na namin Bisaya, sir. Sorry, sir, kasi ko pa mag-Bisaya po. Ang bigas ng Tagalog.
Okay, today. Pag-Bisaya ka, okay lang.
Biological hazards, so muna siya. These are types of microorganisms muna siya. So bacteria, lahi na sa bacteria, lahi sa virus, molds, parasite, ng NIDs, so we will discuss later what are the requirements for their growth, so we will know how to control. So food intoxication, are you familiar what is food intoxication? The difference between food intoxication and food infection. Yeah, actually, there are microorganisms that produce toxins, and there are microorganisms that do not produce toxin. So those microorganisms that produce toxin, for example, I will give you an example. Familiar kayo ng Botox, di ba? Yung sa cosmetics, nagpapuot ng mga skin. Actually, that is from the microorganism Clostridium botulinum. Na siya toxin, itawag na to botulinum toxin, or gitawag siya Botox, di ba? So actually, the principle is, once na-injure, kasi yung, is nagpa-paralyze siya ng mga nerve. That's why, di ba, minsan pag nasobraan, hindi na sila makasmile. Okay, it's paralyzed naman sila. Actually, that's true.
That's
But
true.
it's different when it's but it's different when it's on the food. It can kill you. It will paralyze the muscles in your air passageway, then you can't breathe, and you will die. That's why usually you can find Clostridium botulinum on, because Clostridium botulinum is an anaerobic microorganism. So we have microorganisms that need oxygen to multiply or grow, and we have microorganisms that do not need. So Clostridium botulinum is anaerobic, so it means it does not need oxygen. So usually you can find that one on canned items, or yung mga food na hermetic seal, commercially packaged pa, may HTML. So, for example, doon sa processing area, na hindi masyadong maganda yung mga manufacturing practices nila. Then, na-contaminate, for example, this is, for example, meatloaf lang ito, canned meatloaf, no? For example, during production, na-contaminate ang canned meatloaf ng Clostridium botulinum, no? Tapos, actually kasi, pag na-can siya, hindi pa siya mag-show ng what you call the symptoms, because it's not favorable kung sa ilaha yung condition. But once na-can na siya, yung meatloaf, yun yung food nila, and then yung area is, diba, close siya without oxygen. So, mag-grow yung Clostridium botulinum doon. And then, from growing, na may byproduct sila na toxin. So once na ma-consume yun because you cannot contaminated food items, no? Sometimes you will not know if that food is contaminated because walang amoy, hindi mo malalasahan, parang okay lang siya. Physically okay lang siya. So the best way to control, if once you see na you have dented cans, do not use that one. Okay? If bloated, do not use that one, because it means it's bloated, we have microbial activity. And then one of the other na mga mura gani siya o byproduct is gas, which is carbon dioxide. That's why you blow. Okay, so those just are other of the symptoms, but others wala sila symptoms ha. So if you're in doubt, throw it out. So that's the, don't ka nang jeopardize na lang basta sasabihin mo, isang lang naman to, kainin na natin. Parang ganun ba? Pag hindi kayo sure, huwag niyo na ituloy. Okay? So pag may mga dented cans, kung doon kayo sa kitchen, or kahit sa bahay niyo, no? Pwede nyo hindi gamitin sa uli or exchange value sa store. And then another example is, ito yung food intoxication ha. This is the illness caused by the toxin produced by the microorganism. The other example is food infection. It means this is the illness caused by the bacteria, the microorganism itself. Kagets? The microorganism is not the toxin. So other example is what they call this E. coli. Are you familiar with E. coli?
Yes, E. coli virus.
Yes, actually those are E. coli. E. coli are found in egg yolk, yellow sa egg. That's why it's not advisable for you to eat raw eggs here. Diba? Sometimes we have this kind of kilawan ng egg-rich buwak, more vitamins daw. Yes. It's not advisable with siya na only raw eggs because maybe ang katong chicken, no, naa siya infection ba? Pag produce sa egg, contaminate niya ang itlog sa egg yolk. egg yolk. Sometimes, di ba? Sometimes makita mo og egg na eggshell na sometimes na pa yung mga tai, mga itik. No? Imagine, E. coli, gikan na siya sa tai. Either human or animals sa soil. Na siya makita. So, if you will use fresh egg, no, wash first yun, isa yung gawin. And then, piliya sa ito katong malay iti. Kung magpili mo sa grocery store.
Bukalan na ano na.
Ang boiled eggs.
Bukalan na ano.
Hugasan sa inyo before. And then, cook your food thoroughly good siya. Properly, okay? And then, familiar sa mga ni peanuts, na molds, no? Don't eat that one because it has aflatoxin. So this is from microorganism, Aspergillus flavus. And then again, Aspergillus flavus is our toxin-producing microorganism. It's a type of mold, no? If you will eat that one, it has known to be kind of carcinogenic effect. So you will have cancer maybe in later years if sige mo makakaon. Palagi kayong kumakain ng peanut na may molds. Okay? So these are just examples. Question. The third type of food safety hazard is chemical. So chemical hazard, any type of substance that can cause harm. Just an example, pesticide, cleaning chemicals, allergens will disappear, and even lubricants. So this is, diba, yung sa mga machines na ginagamit sa food prep area, sa kitchens, should have siya, food grade certificate. Diba? Yung mga lubricants, yung mga oil, diba sir, sa engineering. No, and then cleaning chemicals, even yung mga cleaning chemicals na ginagamit natin sa kitchen, no, should be placed in one storage area or designated place na dili actually for here sa J-Part stewarding ang access ani which is na sila sa mga storage door which is should be locked na sila rin na access. It's because what if mo maglagot ng isa ka employee sa bulan mo chlorine ng kuan sa bantay lang din sa sir day ko ano. So, yung hiluan. Pero joke lang to siya. Pero those are just hard food.
It could happen.
Yeah, so it could happen. Possible. Then pesticides, we're not allowed ng mga pesticide to use in food prep. So, allowed, we have here, familiar ko ni Biotech, no? Biotech is our third-party pest control provider. So, inside food prep area, mechanical traps lang pwede. So, outside lang ang mga chemicals pwede spray. But inside food prep, delikado. Imagine, mga pesticide para sa food, no? Magbuwa-buwa siguro ito ang ba-ba. And then because there are different types of people na very sensitive. Different. So here, allergens still in chemical hazard, no? Allergen, are you familiar with allergen? Diba? Diba, yung tao is iba-iba. May ibang tao na very sensitive, iba-iba yung allergy nila. Allergy sila sa dust, allergy sila sa mga pets, yung fur ng pets nila. But here, we're talking about food allergy. Okay? So, allergen are group of kind of food na in which if i-consume nato yung food is yung body ba, parang mag-react siya na parang negative. So, what will happen is parang yung immune system, ipo-fight niya. Tapos yung side effect is ito, hives. Ang hilodema, skin rashes, and it's not a joke ang allergy ha. In severe cases, same ato, yung mga air passageway is hubagan eh. Ano yung Tagalog ng hubar? Sir,
Mamamaga.
Namamaga. Namamaga, ano hindi nakakahinga. So, kaya yun, it's makakamatay din itong allergy. Familiar. Are you, di ba? Nagbabasa ba kayo sa likod ng kinakain nyo? Di ba? May contains wheat, milk, soy, contains eggs. That means that is the allergenic food ingredient in that food. Because it's not, allergen is not like microorganisms na you can kill during cooking. Allergen is it's always there. Hindi siya matanggal. So what's the control on me is to inform the public. Okay, because if you're the person, you know man siguro what are the type of food nga your allergy, diba? To So, what will you do if you're kind of person na may allergy, for example, sa peanut, of course, before you eat that food, you will read the ingredients. Actually, that is required by law sa labeling na include ang allergen sa food. So, if J Park is kind of food manufacturing company pata, for example, we are required to inform our consumers what are the allergenic ingredients in our food. Okay? Question? No question? Very good. This is the big A. This is the allergenic food. So, milk and milk products. It could be cheese, diba? It could be anything na with ingredient from milk. Eggs and egg products. Again, same. Katong mga, we have kind of mga frozen mga egg yolk gigamit sa bakery, ng mga ingredients, no? So, fish, including ang fish. And then, crustacean shellfish, including ang crab, ang shrimp, ang lobster. So, those are allergenic foods. And tree nuts and nut products, all nuts. Pili nuts, cashew nuts.
Peanuts.
Peanut is not a tree nut, it's a legume. So, there siya na below. So, tree nuts, katong cashew nut, pili nuts, walnut, yan.
And dates.
Ang dates is parang hindi. Iba yun, sir. Parang ano yun, family. Yung mga nuts na hindi nyo na dito. Coconut, hindi yun.
Walnut ba?
Basta, tingnan nyo yung trend ng common nila. Common nila, rich in protein. Yes, because allergenic food are protein-rich food. Some of it has rich. So, other legumes, dito kasali yung peanuts, yung mga soy, diba? Soya milk, beans, mga lentils, lahat ng beans. Then cereals and grains, doon sa mga wheat, barley, malt. Are you familiar? Diba minsan may mga, nababasa niyo ba yun sa packaging ng flour? Gluten-free. Diba? Ganun. Because gluten is the allergenic component of most cereals and grains. Okay, and then spices and herbs. No? An example is the celery. So, yan yung example ng allergenic food. Okay, so have a question sa allergens? No question. So, good personal hygiene. So, this is for food handlers inside the kitchen and service areas. So, you should, of course, take a bath every day. No, wear clean and complete uniform inside food prep areas. For men, should be clean, shaven, walang mga balbas, mga beard, mga ano pa yan, mga bigote, wala. And then for girls, nakaban yung hair, no, and then no makeups, excluding sa service, if your service kayo, because we're handling guests, man, diba, laisad kayo, atong nangapay, igabot dito simot kayo, no, should be fresh looking. Di po kayo over kayo ang atong makeup nga, wala nag-isag pa ang aping sa kaping, no? Paanang, natural looking. But that's for service, ha? But for culinary, actually, bawal talaga makeup free. But, di na say nga, parang oily na yung face mo, dapat fresh looking ka pa rin. So, if you want to kind of mag-retouch, ato lang sa locker, not inside our kitchen. And then, you should have clean and short fingernails. And for girls, no nail polish. Even if it's kind of clear pa siya ng nail polish. No false eyelashes, no false kind of mga nails. Wala. Dapat short and thin. And then free from contagious disease. If you're not feeling well, actually you're not allowed inside food preparation area. So just inform your supervisor. Okay, pwede lang may excuse. So this is the proper wearing of hair restraint. No, is to include your ear. So actually example. And then for example, inside your kitchen, no, sometimes magkakasamad man tanong. Magkakasamad. And of course, before handling food, kaya resuming sa atong work, we should wash first. Imagine, no, na magdugo-dugo yung kamot, maghiwa ka o ka ng carrots, no? Of course, we have annual medical man siguro lang na yung mga palabas na yung mga contagious mga disease. But kisa mo po ganahan ka of food niya with blood, di ba? then apply bandage. Or if yung mga sugat nyo is malalaki na, kasi doon sa kitchen we have first aid kits. But if yung maliliit lang na sugat, pwedeng kayo yung mag-treat. But if malaki na, parang mahimatay na kayo sa daming dugo, pwede kayong pumunta sa clinic. Okay? And then cover with a barrier, so which is the gloves. No, should wear gloves before swimming sa atong work preparation. Hand washing. So, hand washing is actually very important. Have you tried musod sa kitchen? Wala, no? So before it's sa kitchen, we have hand washing area. So hand washing is just a very simple procedure, but you know that our hands are the main carrier of microorganisms. So we have dirty hands. So before good preparation to work, we should wash our hands. So it's just very simple instruction. So wet your hands under clean running water, then apply soap. At least 20 seconds ang minimum sa card washing, or you just can sing one happy birthday song. So mo na siya. And then remember to scrub between your fingers. So this is hand washing or hand washing technique, no? Actually, these are the area. Because here ka na mga crease sa atong hands, diri maguna mag-accumulate yung mga bacteria. So this is the actual picture of a hand washing station inside the kitchen. So now, okay, most of our hand washing station, gigubuan ng daw, i-change na siya og ni operated. No, na diri. So hand brush na po siya, hand brush na soap in sanitizer, hand soap dispenser, then tissue dispenser, we have hand washing instruction. Okay, so when should we wash our hands? Ano siya? Before starting to work, no, after any absence from workstation, after or even touching your face or your body, because microorganisms are everywhere. It's in the air, even in your skin. Ano siya? So if you're picking your nose or scratching your back or your head, you should wash your hands before touching the food. Or you should wear gloves. No? But before wearing gloves, you should wash your hands. And especially this one, after restroom use. No? And then after breaks, katong mag-cigarette, nito. And then after handling dirty or raw materials, even if it's you're handling food, but the food you're handling is raw, and then you will handle again ready to eat food, you should wash first your hands. Okay, because raw food contains microorganisms. Yun na siya, naturally we have. No, from handling, but from preparation, from the farm, kung asa nagikan ng material sa food, naagin na siya microorganisms. Okay? So, after performing maintenance on equipment, sometimes ang chefs kay magpakaan na sila, manubok na sila. Doon, palihog sa kog ka ng abli atong pangin, ungot kitay something ana. So, performing ka ng mga paan lang maintenance ka ng sila siya tawagan niya, sir? Kaya ng paan lang ba, dili kayo mag-limpyo lang, no? Sometimes yung mga chefs is pwede naman na sila makaabli-abli sa ilang mga equipments. And then after picking up objects from the floor, so even if katong mga utensils na nahulog, no, you should wash your hands first and then wash food ang utensils. Okay, so again, actually including din siya. No jewelries inside kitchen area. Because why naman? Yes, because it has ka ng mga gagmay na mga component. No? And of course, many mas good mag-house ang bacteria. Imagine diba sa skin, magsimot. Many na siya mga crevices diri ara na sila mag-multiply. And just imagine, labi na sa, familiar mo ready to eat foods? Ready to eat, meaning wala na siya need